Welcome to Martinis and Mentors, where real estate pros sip, share, and spill the strategies that actually work. I'm Yvonne Arnold, 40-year veteran realtor, business consultant, and your no BS guide to growing a real estate business that you love. So grab your favorite libation and let's dive in. Tiffany is a lender. So we are talking about mortgage business, or your past clients in refinancing, purchase money loans, reverse mortgages. That's what we're talking about, right?
Had a meeting with a client on video chat, super happy, liking the numbers, got them where they needed to be. They even chatted with the real estate agent for a moment. They happened to be in my office, so we had them online trying to set an appointment. They didn't want to at the time, which is fine. They took a whole month to get their package in, so not completely ready, but they have good qualifications. So the other day she put pause. She wanted to pause the whole thing. And so I asked her if there was something specific why you hit it pause, because I'm a good listener and I'm a good problem solver. So she came back finally today. Good morning. We're just not comfortable with the market yet. My husband is also making a career change at the moment, which is an adjustment. We just want to make sure we're financially secure and comfortable before buying our first home. Happy face. We will reach out when we are ready to move forward. What's the response?
So the first thing I would be analyzing in my brain, if I got that, was, what do I know about this person? What do I truly know about them? So if she took forever getting you the documentation, you knew that there was something happening in her world anyways. It was a disruption somewhere. When you got the documentation and now you're seeing she's talking about a career change, what do you know about that? So tell me what you know about that.
So they don't currently have kids. They make good money. Age 25.
Oh, so they're young. That's good to know.
Don't currently pay a lot in rent. They don't live in a great neighborhood. They were actually referred from my financial advisor, but she's going to drain her 401k and another account. They're going to put $120,000 down. So they had significant amount of money down.
What price point?
They started with 600. I told them, that's your comfort zone. Stay there. You're qualified to 7. Always give the wish list just in case.
They're qualified to 700 and the husband is changing careers. What does that mean?
Well, I don't know if he's going to change career. He's got a great career. Longshoreman, I think he was. Good money. And so he might be changing someone he works for. I'm imagining he's not be a longshoreman anymore, but that's what I have from them.
And so I'm hearing a bunch of stuff. She's draining her 401k. How long have they been married? Do you know?
I don't know.
Let's guess for a couple of years.
Yes.
So she's draining her 401k and he's making a career shift somewhere, somehow. And they're not paying a lot of rent. So they're comfortable where they're at. She's uncomfortable draining her 401k because at a year-old, 26-year-old, somewhere in there, she worked her ass off to get 120 grand in a 401k. He's the unknown because you don't know.
He was the one that took a month to get his documents in. She got hers in 2 days.
And in their 20s. So the way I would go back, hey, I completely understand. Everybody is nervous in this market in 2026, as well as when they buy their first home. I can absolutely help you fill some gaps. And also, in my opinion, the more knowledge you have, the less fear you will have. And I would do this not in an email. I would try and get her on the phone because there's some insecurities in my mind that I'm feeling just from what you told me. In fact, I would just ask on the email or text, I would say, tell me more about your husband's job shift, because that could be an issue with qualifying and I can tell you how it will affect you. Get more information about him. He's the unknown right now. And she just might not be confident in her own life. We have to remember, it's not just a transaction for them. She buys a house, she drains her 120,000 401k, and he's not doing what he needs to do in life as a husband. Well, now she's getting divorced and she's going to be responsible for the payment by herself. See, you have to future pace the whole story in your head. And then you have to fill the gaps in. You have to say, okay, what is her insecurity around this? Also, I'd be asking, the financial advisor is who sent you to me. So have you spoken to them? What challenges are you working with that financial advisor? What are you trying to work out with them? Because that will determine your timing on buying as well. See, I would just get more information. Keep digging. There's no rush for them to buy a house. Here's why. The rush only comes on us. As realtors, it's why realtors get a bad name. We're pushing. We're trying to get them in a deal, get them in a house. Well, why are we doing that? For our own commission. I call it out like it is, right? That's the problem in our industry. When you start doing this as a lifer, which Tiffany, you're a lifer, Jim's a lifer, I'm a lifer, we have the patience to figure out more than a newer agent. Sometimes, though, we get caught up in how the market was pushing us to go faster, and then it takes us time to sit back in that patience mode. So right now we have a bunch of agents that are still in push mode from 2023, 2022, 2023, and they need to slow the roll, find out more about what's going on with these people, because Gen Z, which is who you're talking about, fits right into the conversation around financial knowledge. They're smart already. They went to a wealth advisor. They've got 120 grand in 401k. The last thing I would somewhere fit into the conversation is, you're 25 years old. It is awesome that you have 120 grand already in your 401k. I'd drain it. I'd buy my first house, and I would buy one where I'm happy that if the market goes up, I'll sell it. If the market stays the same, I live there. If the market goes down, I live there and I love it. And it's all good until the market comes back. Because that's how you build wealth in real estate. You have plan Bs, depending on what markets do, right? But you're going to fill that coffer of that 401k 3 times over in the next 5 to 7 to 10 years of owning your first house. So you have to give them confidence, especially if their jobs are as secure as a longshoreman job or whatever she does. I would just tell people, buy as much as you possibly can that you're qualified to buy at the moment you should buy a home. We have to be the advisor. We have to ask the questions. I'm just a huge question asker. You just put her on that, hey, I'm here for you mode, and hey, let's talk on the phone privately. No rush, because the rates aren't changing. The rates are going to sit where they're sitting right now for a while. There is no rush. We have to stop rushing. And guess what? Going back to your original problem, where are you going to get another client? Because see, the more abundance of clients we have, the more patience we gain with the ones that aren't quite ready to do something yet.
My world is all about patience these days.
Exactly. I know. So excellent topics, Tiffany.
If you got value from today's episode, be sure to subscribe so you never miss a round of real talk and real estate wisdom. And if you're loving the show, leave a review. It helps more people like you find us. Until next time, keep shaking things up, stay profitable, and always remember, a great real estate business is like a great martini, well crafted, smooth, and best enjoyed with good company. Cheers.